Good morning. Hey guys, how's my hair? Killing it, I'm sure. I'm looking fleek. Oh yeah. So I wanted to jump on and share with you guys my morning experience. I don't think I've told you guys yet, but I am trying to do some bodybuilding, some sculpting, if you will. Get my guns, get my guns rocking. And part of that has been learning about um, nutrition because obviously bodybuilding is not just fucking lifting the huge weights and hoping to God that you get enormous. Only idiots do that, and so 80% of it is just what you eat, when you eat it, what times you eat it. You need to be tracking your macros and all that fun stuff. And so I wanted to jump on here and share my experience with you guys because I think it's helpful, to learn about uh, people's journeys as they go through this. When I started about 16 weeks ago, I wish I would have started this video then. I was just learning about what workout do I do, and that took me a couple of days of research to sift through all of the crap on the internet about this topic, of which there is tons. So no lack of information there. And I ended up landing on Jim Stepani's 12-week workout called Shortcut to Size. That's a mouthful. And I did that for about 8 weeks straight. I also bought his supplements for pre-workouts, post-workouts, and protein shakes because I figured if you're going to go for it, you might as well go for the whole thing, even though I don't generally like putting anything unnatural into my body. Although I will say those have worked out very well. And so I did that for 8 weeks. Then I got married. That threw a wrench into my workouts. So I took like a 2-3 week break for my wedding/honeymoon. And I came back and did another 4 weeks to finish the 12-week circuit. And I built a lot of muscle. It was a lot of very rewarding in that regard. But it was disappointing in that even though I built a lot of muscle, and my wife could tell that I built a lot of muscle, my shirts didn't fit quite right, which was a good feeling. I did not get the satisfaction that I wanted as far as a sculpted, lean, like muscular body. I still am hiding that under, I think, a layer of fat. And my goal now that I've done that entire workout to build all that muscle has changed from bulking to build muscle to cutting or leaning, right? And cutting the fat off and seeing what muscle is left. In order to do that, though, I had to do some more research, jump on the computer, sift through the internet again, which is full of great information and terrible information at the same time, as we all know. And so I spent about 8 hours on a Saturday and probably 8 to 10 hours the week before, just trying to figure out, what is the best way to cut and get to your muscle, cut the fat, but also keep the muscle that you've gained so that you don't just cut everything, all the work that you just did. And I ended up taking a tip from a great friend of mine, Autumn Brand, who is a fellow bodybuilder and sculptor. And she advised me to go down the road of carb cycling, which I had no idea what it was at the time. If you're not familiar, just YouTube another video on carb cycling because I don't want to dive into it here. But at a high level, it is just on a weekly basis fluctuating the amount of carbs that you eat dramatically. So on Mondays, for instance, I eat a ton of carbs, and you track your macros, your carbs, your proteins, your fats to the gram on these types of diets. Otherwise, what you're doing is not going to be as successful. As long as you maintain a caloric deficit, you will lose weight. But the idea of carb cycling is you want to lose weight while also keeping all the muscle that you've gained, so that you don't just go back to square zero and then start over, with maybe 8% or 10% body fat but no muscle. And so on Mondays I eat a ton of carbs, and then the rest of the week I eat almost no carbs, 50 grams or less, whereas on Monday I'm eating 325 grams. Um, and it did take me a long time, a lot of hours of research to dive into that topic, understand what carb cycling is, how it works, what macros to track, what apps to use on my phone to allow me to do that. And I wanted to share, like I said, I wanted to share that journey with you guys, um, and, just document how it's going, how I'm doing. As of right now, I'm about a week in. I started last Saturday, and it's going well. Now that I've actually figured out what carb cycling is, I am I have simplified it greatly, probably too much, maybe. And serious bodybuilders who see this might say, "Oh no, that's not entirely correct. You need to fix some things here and there." But I'm learning as I go, and so right now on my low carb days, I'm doing I'm doing liquid egg whites in the morning. I'm doing chicken a couple times a day. I'm doing a fish portion every day, and I'm just doing some vegetables. And that is allowing me to get my proteins up really, really high on low carb days, and my carbs really low, and my fats really low. And then allowing me to hit my calorie mark every day, and pretty closely. Some days I'm 100 over, some days I'm 100 under. But no matter what, on those low carb days, I am 600 to 700 calories under my um, maintenance cutting calories, I would say, which is based upon your total daily energy expenditure. Another mouthful. Um, the TDEE, as they call it. You can Google that too. It's just so much to learn here. It's it's a very interesting area, and I'm very excited to see, the results as I start to learn more and more about building my body and sculpting it and getting it where I want to be. My goal of 2018, my number one goal, my only goal, is to be able to see my abs, because right now they're covered in a layer of fat. And I know there's muscle under there because I've been working it for the last 12 weeks, but I want to see it. And I think that that's going to be very satisfying. So, like I said, I'm 1 week in, and it's going well. Today I felt fantastic. The whole last week, even on my low carb days, I was like, man, I still feel really good. This is amazing. And my friends did remind me, dude, you're in week one of a 4 to 6 week carb cycling diet. Like, it's gonna get worse. And I think they're definitely right. But I'm riding cloud nine for right now, so we'll see how it goes. Um, I don't think I have anything else to share, but I think I'm going to try and check in at least once a week, maybe twice a week, depending on how I'm feeling, and just let you guys know where I'm at. I feel like I've built a good amount of muscle over the last 3-4 months, and I'm continuing to do that even on this carb cycling diet, even if maybe not as heavily as I was during the shortcut to size portion. Um, that portion was very heavy lifting, as much as I could all the time, to excuse me, lifting to failure as much as I could. And I'm still doing that somewhat on the high carb days, which I've chosen Monday and Friday for right now, really arbitrarily. I don't know. You kind of have to make some of this stuff up as you go. But I am doing those heavy lifting on those days, and then I'm going to switch to hit high intensity interval training on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then I usually have Saturday or Sunday for racquetball, which is another good hit workout. And so we'll see how it goes. I'm going to be taking pictures. I'm going to be taking weights every week so that we can see my progress. And I hope that you guys enjoy the journey as much as I do. We'll see where I end up. Obviously, I should show you where I'm at. So, look at my sexy self. Hello. No. So you can see I got a little bit of definition here. That's where I'm at there. Not bad. Hoping to get better. Have a great day. Go out there and kill it.